good day, guys. Welcome back. We've got my first interview ever. We've got the famous Tux, who's been in the AUCS scene for a very long time, and he's IGLing for MindFreak. So how do you think about today's game? How do you think it went?
Pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. That Ancient was pretty dicey. But it is what it is. Those guys can play some good CS sometimes, and they're pretty sharp, so we're just happy with a 2-0. 2-0 is very important to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but who do you want to face in the playoffs, actually? With this 2-0, what's your ideal team to verse?
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't really care about anyone. I think probably Greyhound or FlyQuest will be, because it's a weird bracket, like a weird format. I think.
So
Greyhound go through all the way to the. Yeah, so we probably won't even play them first. They'll finish first. But other than that, I don't think we're too phased at all, really. As long as we get to use our lineup with Pain, I think this should be our last game using Forlex as a sub, because you need to play like 5 or 6 games with our roster that we have now before it becomes the core with Gump and Slimy. So hopefully we'll be able to get Pain in next game that we play, which is exciting for us, because even though Forlex has been still fragging out like a demon, just a Counter-Strike god, it'll be good to be able to actually play with a roster where we're practicing and can do the things that we have been working on and talking about, and having an actual AWPer, I guess.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, you've gone for a few AWPers, you've gone through DPR at one stage as well. What landed you guys on Pain? Of course he's been fragging out KCG, but any other, instances?
I just think I've been watching him for quite a while, since KZG came up, and you can just tell the way he plays the game, intuitively he's really good. And considering he's only been playing for a couple of years, actually Counter-Strike a couple of years, and Face It, and even in the team, he's quite amazing. And working with him, obviously he's a very good aggressive AWPer, which is what I like. Someone that obviously has the confidence to take the game on and play the game. But just working with him, his mentality is really good. He's a really hard worker, and you can tell that's why he has got so good so fast. Yeah, he's a bit of a gem. So that's why we landed on him. We kind of wanted him for quite a while, but we weren't sure if we wanted to have Slimy stay on the AWP or get Christian in. So we ended up getting Christian and moving Slimy on the rifle, who's also a freak on the rifle. So just a headshot machine. So it's worked out really well for us. And yeah, we're really happy with the roster we have right now.
I was going to ask, where did Slimy come from? Because I didn't see him coming from anywhere. I was looking at a few other young AWPers. But were you watching Slimy in Open, or just playing with him in general, or where did you pick him up?
Well, I played one game of FPL with him ages ago, and I knew he had good comms. I wasn't sure about his aim, and then we were looking for a new player when Forlex quit, when we had Danger and DPR still, and Slime was a guy. His name popped up, and we gave him a trial, and he was just really, really good. He just has really good communication. He has a good brain on him, can think about the game really well, and has really good, just intuition again, and really good communication, which is what we look for and what I look for in an AWPer, and obviously really good aim. So as soon as we tried him, we knew straight away that this is the guy moving forward. But I think someone just said his name, really. We should try this guy out.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he was streaming that night, so we watched his stream, and he had a few pop-off rounds and was communicating really well. So yeah, just all started from that.
That's pretty good. I was actually going to ask, what's your sort of in-game leading style, philosophy? What sort of things are you trying to aim for? Because you said good comms earlier, but is there anything else to it?
Win rounds, just have winning behaviors. We try to apply as much pressure as we can. Sometimes we're not so good at that, and sometimes my calling is not so good at that. But in general, we're just trying to apply a lot of pressure and play with each other and communicate with each other and find the openings and play our late rounds as best we can. Without going into too much detail, I think that's my pretty general philosophy, really.
Well, what's your biggest strength and biggest weakness as a team currently as MindFreak? What do you think you guys are really, really good at? And what are you guys working on currently? Without giving out too much, obviously.
I think we're working on everything at the moment. I think we've had a pretty shitty run with with Payne coming into the team, and we haven't really been able to get consistent practice. Like Payne's PC is fucked at the moment, so he's getting that fixed, and we feel like we've been practicing 2 days a week. But I think that overall, like we're quite confident. We're working on being confident, but when we do play it, we're really good at being confident and aggressive and playing off each other. I don't really know. I wouldn't say there's a huge overarching strength right now, apart from we all communicate really well, which again is what I look for in a team, and what I think is a winning team is 5 really strong communicators, and people that can make plays for themselves and make for their teammates and support their teammates. So individually, our teammates are quite good at that, but honestly, right now we're just working on everything. I think we're pretty okay in regards to the landscape of AUCS right now, and I'd say we're pretty confident in beating anyone apart from maybe FlyQuest. But we have just the potential's so high, the sky's the limit. We have so much work to do. We're getting better every time we practice and we play, but I think there's a lot to come for us, just because we haven't really been able to put in much time in regards to our practice and people learning and growing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you guys feel about the there was the DreamHack Melbourne Challenger, and you guys just missed out on the close qualifier. Like, what happened there, basically? Like, what happened after that? What did you guys do after that?
I think we all just cried, really. It was pretty upsetting. That was really devastating. That was a really big opportunity for us. And unfortunately, we had to use a sub. We used Destiny, and we were still a relatively new team. We didn't have a lot of structure, and we hadn't played that much together. And I think it just wasn't the right substitute for us. I think Destiny, and we just played really badly. That KZG game, I think that will haunt me forever, because they've never beaten us. I don't even think they've taken a map off us. We'd crush them every time, and then the one series that matters, they just fisted us. So we just played it wrong. It was bad game plan by me. It was bad calling by me. It was really upsetting. It was quite bad, but we bounced back pretty strongly the next day. We reviewed the games and started talking about what we need to be doing better, even though we only had 4 players. So it is what it is. That's competitive sports. You win and you lose. You can only get better.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the only way to get better. What do you feel like the Australian Counter-Strike scene needs more of? Like, basically, they've been talking about, obviously Greyhound and FlyQuest talk about lack of practice partners. What needs to be done in that regard? It's like just one thing. You don't have to be any controversial or anything like that.
I mean, just more teams and people trying to play as much as possible and actually try to win. I think honestly, we had a bit of a dull period. I mean, sure, Greyhound were really good for so long, but because they were so good, we lost a lot of organizational support. No one was making any money here. So a lot of the old good players left and stopped playing, and no one goes into coaching and tries to pass on any knowledge or anything. So a lot of people are trying to learn things themselves and start from scratch. Like that, basically what the whole region has been doing for the past couple of years is entirely start from scratch, with Rooster coming up and Vertex coming up, teaching themselves how to play the game. No one taught them. While Greyhound still has the best players competing overseas, competing internationally, boot camping internationally, getting paid good money, taking the best players whenever they want them. So I just think we're in a reboot phase right now, and I think we're starting to see a lot more of these middle of the pack teams like Vantage, Vex, KZG, even DXA, I guess, even though they don't practice so much. There's more consistency within the middle of the pack teams, and people are actually trying to get good. And they're practicing a lot, and that's exactly what we need. I think it's just a matter of time, really, and just a bit of patience. No one else can really be playing full-time Counter-Strike apart from FlyQuest. So it's just up to everyone else to just keep getting better and improving on each other and keep trying to win and trying to beat them. The mentality of winning, and not just thinking that we can't win and only they can win.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll end it on that. Thanks for your time. Really, really appreciate the questions and whatnot. And I hope you have a lovely day. Anything you want to say for your fans? Because, of course, you got a lot of them in chat.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. No.
I
always appreciate any support. Appreciate the support, appreciate the hate. For sure, I got a few haters in there too, but No, nothing too much to say. We just always appreciate anyone that's watching Australian Counter-Strike and supporting the players. I think it's a really huge deal for a lot of players. And I just hope we can keep that support going with every team, and yeah, keep trying to get better and forming a region where we're actually competitive, and we can, any team can go overseas and put out really good results, not just FlyQuest, which they have been doing really well this time.
Yeah, definitely very happy.
Thanks for having me.
That was all good. See you guys later, and hope you guys have a wonderful day in chat, and see you guys later. Peace out.